And we're back. We're back. Sorry for keeping you all in the dark for the last month. We took the summer off because we anticipated a ton of travel. So what we did is for those of you that kept listening, thank you. We took all of our previous interviews and just kept dripping them out. So if there's old episodes you had not listened to, you would have listened to them. So thank you for doing that. Thank you for still being involved and supporting us. But we are back now to give you a quick recap on the summer and then just start talking to you guys again every week.
Yeah, so we wanted to make sure that we could focus on our travel and our family and just to be present to what the summer agenda ended up being. And when we sat down in June and looked at what the summer was going to look like, we were very honest with ourselves that something had to go. And so unfortunately that was recording podcast episodes every week. But I think that was really important. Our sleep was really important. So we are sorry we missed you, but we're happy to be back for the fall.
And for the 100th time, we are going to try to record and put on and upload on YouTube. So if you're on YouTube, you can see how much I'm glistening because I'm sweating so much, and Monica looks great as per usual.
It's very warm in this room.
Yeah, because it's still summer. So we're also trying to record ahead of time so we can batch record and then have episodes go out a little not in real time, because as you know, for the last 3 years, how many years we've been doing this?
Oh my gosh, I don't know. I think over 3 years now.
So so the last 3 years we've been doing this. Like we just record the night before and then edit and then upload, and that just is not the way to do things anymore because we have so many other engagements and things we're doing. Mm-hmm. So for example, because we're releasing this sometime in September, we have 3 speaking engagements.
We have 3 Together in Holiness conferences coming up in September and the first week of October. In 4 weeks, we are traveling 3 times.
To come to you, to speak with you in person.
Maybe. That'd be so cool if you're there. Yeah, we're going to Nashville, Tennessee, Columbus, Ohio, and San Francisco, California.
Pretty cool. So we will be there, and we'll put more details about that in other... I don't know where we'll put it. But for today, we're going to recap what it was like to speak in Rome. Because as great as the audiences will be that in our future engagements, and we love being able to connect with people and be able to speak on marriage and family, I don't know if we'll ever top the experience of being able to speak in Rome.
Yeah.
Are you looking at my glistening or are you looking at my gray hair?
I was looking at your hair.
My gray hair.
It's kind of, I didn't know if I should flip it up.
You should always touch my hair.
There you go.
Thank you.
It was moist. Also, we're recovering from a week of the flu.
That'll help you time when we recorded this.
Oh my gosh.
So we went to Rome, and then right after that we went to Boston for a wedding. Then right after that we went to DC for a week for work, and then we came back from DC and then had the flu for a week.
8 days.
And now we are
in our house for 8 days.
So now we are coming up from air. We're coming up for air and recording for you.
Yep. All right. So Rome, do you want to tell them why we were in Rome in the first place?
Yes, we were in Rome because we were asked to represent the Knights of Columbus, which I work for professionally. If you didn't know, I used to drop hints a lot about it, but I work professionally for the Knights of Columbus.
I'm allowed to say that now.
And us
in front of an audience.
Yeah, it's said and recorded by UWTN. But we represented the Knights of Columbus at the US Pilgrim Gathering for all of the pilgrims that went to Rome for the Jubilee of Youth. So the week that we went to Rome was from July 27th to August 2nd, I believe. Like that was the week we were there. Or that's the week that the Jubilee of Youth was there. So we went to the I have a lisp now, apparently. We went to the US Pilgrim Gathering, which is something that was hosted by the USCCB and sponsored by the Knights of Columbus in collaboration with worldyouthday.com and the McGrath Institute. Look at that.
I remember all
memorizing my lines.
Yeah, so we were invited to MC the event, which was really cool. The teams that put together the event did a great job of so it was a 3-hour event, again, for youth and young adults. So 18 to 25-year-olds was the majority of the audience. And I felt like they planned such a great way to fill those three hours. And we got to kind of walk everybody through the event and like help with the transitions and stuff. And, we were there with Bishop Barron and Cardinal Harvey, Cardinal Burns,
Bishop Burns,
sorry. And Sarah Kroger and Dom were there. And my favorite part of the night was the relic procession. So
yeah, we had a relic procession during it. Well, and to step back though, to give context, so we are emceeing the event for all the US pilgrims that were on there for the Jubilee. And so they all of them came together at the Basilica of St. Paul outside the walls, and there was about 4,000 plus pilgrims there. Like, we're looking at the audience, and it's massive. And all I can see,
huge basilica.
Yeah,
so
and like
beautiful.
And so we're going up to talk, and then the lights turn on, which the lights hadn't turned on until we went up there. And all I can see is Matt Maher's hair. He has a very beautiful white flow. And I see him, and I'm like, oh my goodness, like, to be able to MC a thing where like he's sitting there, and then Katie McGrady's next to him or near him, and then you just like see I don't even know everybody's names, but like I've seen different people from like Instagram or YouTube and like just different things, like they're all sitting in the audience. It was a really cool experience, and I remember distinctly being so nervous about it until like they put the headset on us, and it was like, all right, you're gonna go out in 10 minutes, and I felt very like, this is so exciting, I'm so happy to be here.
The imposter syndrome the whole time, like planning for the trip, traveling, telling people that we're leaving and going to Rome. Oh, what are you doing in Rome? And like explaining what we were doing. It felt so otherworldly. Like, it didn't feel like my life. I felt like I was talking about somebody else's life that I was helping to like coordinate, and I'm just in the background. Like, it just didn't feel real that we were invited to do such a thing. And even while there, like you said, walking into the basilica and seeing all the chairs set up, and going over the notes for the night and meeting the different people who were part of it was such an honor. And I was so nervous until, like you said, it's something. I mean, we were praying, like, is this really what you want us to do, God? And like, keep us little, because we are so little in the grand scheme of the church and these plans. But then, as soon as really, it started at what, 7
p.m. whatever time,
Rome time. Like 6:55, I was like, all right, time to go. And we were just able to do it. And that was really neat.
No, it was cool. We got to speak to Bishop Barron for a little bit. I got to get him water, which is great. Told him I'm Peruvian as well. That was great. Bishop Burns made a joke about it. Didn't really know what the joke was. It was funny because all the bishops giggled, and I was like, haha. Like, it wasn't bad. It was like they're like, oh, like somebody else. The guy said, I'm Peruvian. Oh, I'm Peruvian. She's American. Oh, Peruvian American. And I thought that joke was me, like Pope Leo. But then they said like somebody else who they all apparently knew who it was, and I had to pretend. So I don't know what I'm talking about. That was cool. We were also, but I guess it was also really cool that we were speaking at the tomb of St. Paul with, like, you see where his the tomb is, but it was behind us, and then they had the chains that were arrested and imprisoned, which was really great. There's
so much in Rome. It was our first time ever going to Rome.
Yeah.
And you had never been to Europe. Like, this is a big trip.
I had a good shirt for it, though. I got a lot of compliments for the shirt. Thank you to the people that I had to check the shirt out with. I think like
on our walking around day.
The green one. But like, I think I sent it to
you sent it past several
Allie,
people.
Kyle, and Lexi. I think there was only 3.
Rachel?
Oh, Anna saw it. No, she didn't see it.
Okay.
Those 4 people saw it, and all of them commented that it was good. So I was very happy with the shirt.
Yes. Yeah. So
it wasn't too much.
We were in Rome for only 48 hours. Like,
exactly 48 hours.
We landed 10 a.m. Rome time on Tuesday, and our plane took off at 10 a.m. Thursday. So we were there almost to the second 48 hours. So, and the event itself that we were speaking at was
Wednesday
on Wednesday night. And we knew that we had tickets to the general audience for Wednesday morning, which also was so cool. So we knew that Wednesday was like planned for. Like, there was no flexibility in the schedule for us to do whatever we wanted on Wednesday, which was fine. But we only had Tuesday, and we were determined to see everything, as much as possible. And we walked so much. But Rome is full of relics and tombs and
churches. There's a lot of
so
basilicas.
Many churches and chapels and cathedrals and so many things to see.
Gelato, so much gelato.
And cappuccino. The cappuccino was yummy.
I can't.
So one of my favorite parts, though, was running into one of the kids that used to be in our youth group. He was a pilgrim with another group, and he was actually not an American pilgrim for this. He was a Spanish pilgrim, because a priest that he's known for a long time now resides in Spain. So he joined his group. So he wasn't at our event because he was a Spanish pilgrim, but he got there a day early from his group, so we got to wander Rome with him for a few hours.
Yeah.
So that was really cool.
That was really cool. Yeah. Youth ministry always finds its way back
Oh,
into our lives.
And then tell him about San Lorenzo. Speaking of youth ministry, finds its way.
Yeah. So this is at the end, almost at the end of our day. Not even close to the end of our day. Dang it, the day was so
kind
long.
of in the middle. We thought it was.
It was like 6. It was like 6 p.m.
Yep.
Rome time. So we tried getting to the Vatican to try to be able to see the Vatican, and we weren't able to. So we stopped at the gift shop outside the Vatican.
We accidentally went at the time of the opening pilgrimage.
So there's no way we were going to get in there. So we went to a gift shop. And on our way there, we spotted a couple of signs of Blessed Joseph Versati and St. John Paul II quotes, but they were like on a lower level. And we just peeked over and saw the quotes. And I was like, oh, that's cool.
Like in an alley. Like
yeah,
lower
it was
level
yeah.
like an alley.
It looked sketchy. So there was not like a desire to like go, I don't know.
It also kind of looked like they were being there to like store there.
Yeah. Like they were moving the things that were there because they weren't supposed to be there, or like oh, let's move
this
out of the way.
Yeah.
So we went to the gift shop, and then we came back, and then you were like, I don't know how we decided to go see it. But I was like, oh, let's just go. And then we ended up circling around down. If you can't see me, I'm like moving my hand.
Yeah, tried to find our way down to where the posters were so that we could see what they were for.
And apparently, like, we ended up finding a little chapel that I guess St. John Paul II had designated for any, like, for the youth to go to find a place to pray, which is really cool. And then so we went in, and they were having adoration with some praise and worship music in English. And that was a great time for us, like, just be able to pause and pray. Because, and I said this to the youth group, like, we were in Rome, like you said, barely any time. So we spent so much time on Tuesday. We dropped our bags and just going all over to try to see as much as possible, all different places. We saw Blessed Giorgio Frassati's body, Catherine of Siena. I don't know. He was with someone else, and she didn't get. Yeah. Is that Catherine of Siena? Mm-hmm. We saw a lot of other tombs and stuff, so we were praying there. But like, as much as we prayed there, I don't think there was enough of like actual pausing and praying until we had that moment in the San Lorenzo chapel to just be able to pause and thank God for like the gift of being able to be here, and then just the gift that He's been accompanying us throughout our whole lives, like to get us to this moment, which is really great. So that was really special.
It felt like it was made for us though in that moment. I don't know, to me, it just felt so special, and I felt so known and cared for by Pope John Paul the Great, who is not alive. Like it was like, I don't know, I guess his mission was accomplished, that he wanted a space for people to just have quiet time while they're in Rome.
Yeah.
In all of the
for the youth to have quiet time. I'm 36 now, so I'm outside of the realm of young adult.
Okay. But I'm still 35, so it was perfect for me. No, but it was just so great to have time in all of the chaos and craziness and busyness of wandering around Rome, trying to find everything, to just like sit. It was just a simple, like the walls were made of brick. Like there wasn't, it wasn't.
There's cool pictures
in
the back.
There's no stained glass. Like it wasn't.
Yeah, there's pictures in the back showing the St. John Paul II and Pope Benedict both celebrating Mass there.
Yeah. So that was really special. Yeah, and then after that, we kind of thought that our day was winding down at that point because we had eaten and stuff. And then some guys from the Knights team were having dinner.
Oh, yeah. We went to have dinner with them. I forgot what we did after that.
Yeah, so we went
to dinner with the Knights college team. And then after that, their chaplain invited us to get more gelato, which I was not saying no to any gelato.
Mm-hmm. He's like, this is the best gelato. This
must be the best. We had to walk, though. To get to where they had dinner, though, we walked for like 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Because
it was a very long walk.
Apparently, we could have taken more Ubers than we did. People were, when we got there and we told them we did 32,000 steps for the day, they were very surprised, and also were like, why didn't you Uber anywhere? And we're like, we didn't know we could.
Yep. So we walked everywhere. Except for this gelato, because we were with
Father, and we're like, we're not, and he's like, oh, let's Uber. I'm like, that's great.
If you say so.
Didn't know we could do that. Yep. So we Ubered to the gelato, and then there's extroverts, and then there's him. Like he stands alone. Like he
stands very tall and alone. He's a big man.
He was great, but he just did not. It was really cool to see him engage with so many pilgrims and just be out there, and then having us engage with them. Like it was really
starting conversations, evangelizing. He was great.
He was great. He was evangelizing our Uber driver. It was awesome. And then after that, we were behind, the gelato was behind a concert that was happening. We're like, oh, there's music happening. So he's like, oh, let's go see it. So we go to the concert, and it's gated off. So, but it's like one of those like gates that you could
Movable
move.
gates, yeah.
So he just moves the gate over and we kind of go in. We end up at a Matt Maher concert.
Yep. Like 4th row of a Matt Maher concert.
Do you think he saw my hair and was like,
look at that curl. Look at those curls. Maybe.
No, he didn't.
A moment for the hair.
Look like all other pilgrims.
I mean, he definitely saw you when he was in the audience watching you speak. And maybe then he said something about your hair.
No, but
in
that
his
was
heart. But not in the concert.
No.
I doubt he saw you.
Sad.
Yeah, so we were at the Matt Maher concert, and then Father took us for like a tour of St. Peter's Square at night.
At midnight. Awesome.
So there was very few people there, but the lights were on, and he was like explaining different stories, and it was like our own private tour.
He had more stories and history knowledge than I realized. And I realized like after that, I was like, wow, Rome is definitely, I'm sure it's a lot more beneficial or
to go with someone
who knows what they're looking at, right? And they can explain to you like, this is what happened here, and like this is what this is for.
Yeah, like I wish that we had heard from somebody at St. Clement's because it's a church built on top of like a pagan church.
It's a church built on top of church built on top of pagan.
That's right,
church.
So that was really cool.
But we didn't get to go to like the bottom.
No, or to even like hear about how this all went about, how you can build churches on top of churches.
Oh, we knew that.
I knew that had happened, but like how, who.
Gotcha. Like the way.
Yes, the way, the history of it.
Gotcha.
Not the what, how. So anyways, but yeah, so we saw a ton on Tuesday and definitely want to go back to Rome now.
Yeah, and then we saw the Pope on Wednesday.
Yeah, and we were
big deal. We were super close.
Front row of the.
In a suit. It was great.
That was very hot. You were hotter then than you were.
I was significantly hotter then. But yeah, no, so we were very close to the Pope, like within like 2 arms length of the Pope. Enough that if I had reached out my arm, it would have been enough to arrest me because I could probably get him if I tried.
Yep. You could have grabbed onto the Pope mobile from where we were.
Yep.
Yeah. So that was really special. And then Wednesday evening was the event itself. And it was very cool. EWTN recorded it live.
Yeah.
So our kids could watch it from home. That was really
That's
neat.
not why they did it.
No.
But they could because
they could, yeah. And it was really sweet to open my phone afterwards and see the group chat of the little wing at school. So at our co-op, there's a parent group chat, and how many people had been watching it, and I was like, oh, we had some friends, and our friends from home.
We had our college students from youth group like messaging as we were talking, and again we saw it later, but just like, oh, I don't know, just it was
When Colby, when we got home, one of our kids like quoted me, like one of the lines that I said. He's like, that was so good. Like when you said that, I'm like, oh, you hurt me.
You didn't quote my lines,
but it was none of your lines. But it was neat. That was really neat for our kids to be able to see like why we left.
Yeah.
And to see what we do. Because they can only imagine. It's not like they've ever been to a conference where they listen to a Catholic speaker yet. They're not old enough. So like that was neat for them to see what we do and why we travel.
Yeah. It was all good.
All good. It was all gift.
Oh, we binge watched Paradise.
Oh yeah, on the plane.
On the plane, so good.
Oh, the plane ride there was rough.
Why?
Because my screen didn't turn off.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Delta owes us money.
Oh, man. Yeah, we flew overnight, left at 7 p.m. our time, Monday night, and landed Tuesday morning, Rome time. And so we were like, oh, that's fine. We'll just sleep. And then when we wake up, we'll go and explore. But my TV screen on the back of the person's seat in front of me wouldn't it turned off for 10 seconds and then it would come back on, and the blue light was right in my
super
face.
bright.
And they couldn't figure out. They tried resetting it several times. So
and then it happened to me on the way back.
Yeah, but yours was more daylight. I don't know. Mine was pitch black in the middle of the night.
I was with my nighttime glasses.
Those on. It was rough. Anyways, it was fine.
And we are still not caught up on sleep. So we are, like I said, we went from Rome to Boston to DC.
Yes, we were home
flu
for
season.
we were home for 24 hours before we left for Boston, and we went from Boston straight to DC. We didn't go home.
Mm-hmm.
No one told me how great it would be to watch my childhood best friend get married. That was really cool.
I thought it was great. That. It was hard to enjoy it. I have a lot of waiting mode in me. If I know another thing's coming, I have a hard time being present in the thing because I'm need to do the next thing. But I'm very happy we were able to be physically present.
Yeah, that was really neat. She was so beautiful. Yeah, so we went up she got married in Boston. That's where she lives now. And then DC for the Knights of Columbus convention, the annual convention. And the boys served at those masses, and
They served at 4 masses.
There for a week.
Drove back on Friday. We rested on Saturday. Fever started popping up on Sunday.
Yeah.
Until the following Sunday.
Yeah.
So now we are finally in the clear. We're able to rest, and yeah, we're happy. We're looking forward to the new season. I'm calling it a new season. This is going to be a new season for To Become Family, because we are going to be, the content we put out is going to be a lot more, what is it going to be? Focused? That's what I'm hoping. Yeah. That's what I'm going for. It's going to be a lot more focused. We have it more
mapped out, which is great. So that was the other part of taking a little bit of a break, is to recalibrate and be like, okay, what is the mission that we're trying to accomplish here with To Become Family? What do we want for the podcast and the Substack and all the things that we're working on? So we're going to try to be focused and planned and on time and give you guys good content.
You need to move the plant behind my head, because it looks like it's
your hair,
like my hair, but it's a plant. But yeah, so we're going to be more focused, and I'm talking about plants. We are going to be more focused. But yes, and I think a lot of what the episodes, so all the episodes are mapped out between now and February. So I'm thinking that the content matter will be beneficial and hopefully shareable, and things that that you still get our banter, but maybe a little less. I did see that there's still comments about some people put in some of our ratings, once you get used to the jokes.
Oh, that's great.
All right, well,
whoops.
I understand. I hear you. I am picking up what you're putting down.
We are who we are.
Me and my plant hair. But yeah, we are. So, but thank you for sticking with us. We're looking forward to a new school year. I don't know. Starting September.
Trying to wrap this up somehow.
Yeah. And we will see all of you. But no, thank you for your support and prayers while we were in Rome, because I know many of you did keep us in your prayers. And then we will see you at the next